Tonight's Talk at 10. Tuesday night's incident in Madison County where a woman who was high on bath salt assaulted her 3-year-old child, was tased by state troopers. Well, it stirred a lot of controversy, a lot of conversation too. Now other central New York communities are starting to address the new drug and the new types of drugs that are out there after problems have erupted in places like the Ithaca School District. Michael Benny joins us tonight for the Talk at 10, as he does every night. And, you know, we're sitting here 24 hours ago. I didn't think we would necessarily be talking bath salts again on the same week where we started out talking about methamphetamine busts and labs in our community. But, you know, what a change in the complexion of the world of drugs that are out there in what seems like such a very quick period of time. I mean, I know it's been building up over 7, 8, 9 years now. But the synthetic drug world, manufactured drugs, whether they're shaken in a soda bottle or they're some other,
yeah.
you know, the meth or some of these other compounds, what a difference this
and
is.
now it has attention just beyond Central New York. It's getting play on CNN. Sure. They have been requesting some of our video of the aftermath in Munnsville yesterday. They wanted the mugshot, what we assume is a mugshot, the picture of the woman who was involved in that. So this is now spreading, and as it spreads, we're learning from big news organizations like CNN about this being a problem in communities that look just like ours, outside of metro areas. These aren't happening by and large in huge cities. These are happening in rural communities.
Right, with the exception maybe of the
Miami
cannibal,
thing.
You know, eating the face guy down in Miami. But in general, yes, that's exactly right. And we've also heard more from people who've been affected by it. I got a message on Facebook today from a man whose name I'm not going to use, and I have no reason to do anything but believe him. He's a pretty solid person in terms of the way he comments typically, and he was saying he knows of a family member, you know, within his family circle that in his young 20s is dealing with issues of addiction to these synthetic drugs, and they started using them in many cases because they were already using some other drug. But as many employers do now, and we do it here at our television station, they drug test. Well, as the principal for Ithaca pointed out today, you can't drug test it. You either somebody's got to confess to using it, even if they're acting completely out of their mind. In fact, let's listen to Dr. Myers, and we'll get back to that other point.
There's no test for them, so unless a person who's consumed them admits that they have taken them, there's no way for either the doctor or the school to know if they have.
That's a big deal, and that's one of those doorways that opens up, and people say, "Oh, I won't get caught until I'm running around with some kind of problem."
The fact that today we uncover that this is not just an issue that's happening like it was for this woman in Munnsville, who today we also learned was in the hospital in March.
That's right.
For this very same drug. So this woman was on a train wreck slide to
nowhere. That was hinted at yesterday, but not in great detail.
I mean, she was on this slide. Now we're learning that there are students in isolated cases showing up at Ithaca High School where the administration, the school nurses are convinced either by listening to what the student has told them or through other means convinced that they have students who are in the building who are high on this stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a whole different threshold that we've now crossed.
That is. It absolutely is.
When it comes to the potential for violent behavior. You know what I mean? I'm not suggesting that no student has ever been high on anything in a high school classroom before. That would be foolish.
But it's more concerning in the sense of like an angel dust PCP realm where it's completely unpredictable violent behavior. We've also talked a lot about today, Jessica Kane did a report about the politicians, the legislators trying to even get stronger on this now, get some laws passed, try to make it more illegal, try to cut off the supply as best as can be cut off. But considering how savvy young people are with online dealings, it seems almost impossible that you can't cut off the supply completely. I guess you can make it more difficult. Here's quickly what some parents are saying about the need to put some laws in place.
I think any drug should be banned, especially something that's making people as dangerous and unsafe as bath salts.
I just think it's a safety thing. I think it would be common sense that you would want those eliminated if you could, not have them be able to buy them online.
And people are making money on them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, these people who are selling them, in light of all we've talked about here, simply in our community, have have something to answer for aside from just capitalism.
And I'm sure within the next few weeks it'll be something other than bath salts. We'll pull out one of the other names that's available that as we wrap up here. I know we're running out of time, but quick check WebMD here. Other names: Ivory Wave, Purple Wave, Vanilla Sky, Bliss, all names for bath salts, but there's some others that are out there that are similar substances that probably a month from now we'll be talking about.
Boy, there's no way I would describe the Munnsville story as Bliss, an Ivory Wave, a Purple Wave, Vanilla Sky. I mean, that is nothing short of a human disaster. What happened there?
Quite purposely.
They should start calling it that, human disaster.
Right, then nobody buys it.
And see if anybody smokes that or shoots that.
It's not good marketing. Thank you, Mike.
No, it's not good.
Appreciate it for the talk at 10.
Good point.
Joining us tonight as you do every night, and your comments too. We didn't get to those, but a lot of you chatting about this on Facebook right now. Appreciate all your comments too, and also on the website, cnycentral.com.